Hello and welcome back. So in this video, I want to talk about a great source, newspapers.com. Now, this newspapers.com is a paid subscription. What's really cool is if someone attaches newspapers.com as a source on Family Search or on Ancestry, you can actually access that one article. However, if you wanted to use it for your own viewing and researching, you're going to have to pay for it. Now, my Family History Center, we pay for newspapers.com for our patrons, but of course we're not open right now. But when we do reopen, call Family History Centers and ask if they have newspapers.com. For my family, who is from the Northeast, it is, in some cases, it's almost like Facebook of old times because the newspaper tracks the comings and goings of so many people. And newspapers.com has changed my researching and has actually broken down some of those major walls that I had because I had the newspaper article to fill in the blanks. So I'm on newspapers.com right now. So I am going to research my grandmother because I know that usually you have to put in a location and stuff like that, but my grandmother is in the newspaper so much that I don't need to do that. So I'm going to put her in. And over here, you can look, you can go through the years and see how many times that name has shown up. I can put in here Troy, New York. I can narrow down my search, but I'm not going to because I know she pops up pretty quick. So here is my grandmother. She's in the Glens Falls Times. This is December 16th, 1968, page 16, which is so great. So if you need to, you can actually go to that area and ask to see the newspapers. Maybe you'll actually be able to touch the newspapers. So here, when you open it up, the article, if you hover over it, there's a red, if you see the red, I'm off of it and you see the red outline shows you the article and it highlights what you're searching. This is a grab and pull face or website. So you click, hold, and pull. So I am on page 16 of 34 pages of this newspaper. I could sit here and read the whole newspaper if I'd like. It's all right here. This is 1968. It really, I love looking at these things because it gives you a good idea of what it was like at that time. And searching newspapers, oh my gosh, to see what's happening at the time is amazing. So I'm going to go to page 1 of this newspaper to see what's on the front page. Now it highlighted this because I put my grandmother's name is Norma and this is Norma Lee. So it highlighted it. So let's see what the top story was. There we go, bitter cold storm. And there you go, war stuff. Vietnam. Oh, look at that. Great stories. I could sit here forever and just read these. I love it. So I'm going to go back to the page with my grandmother, which was page 16. And here's the article over here, still highlighted. So I'm going to roll up. It says, Miss Bernice. I know most people pronounce it Bernice, but in my family it's Bernice. Mrs. Bernice A. Ashton. It is the obituary for my grandmother's mother. And what is super great about obituaries are wonderful. They give so much information. First off, we find out where she's from, where she was born. She was born in South Glens Falls, New York. Where she resides. She resided there till 1930, and then she moved to Watervliet. St. Mary's, which is right in Troy. That's where she worked. So maybe if they have some sort of yearbook there, you might be able to tap into St. Mary's Hospital photographs because sometimes hospitals have pictures of the staff each year, almost like a yearbook. So that would be a really great place to go look. So survivors included 5 sons. Well, heck, now I sit there with my pen and paper and I'm going to write all this down because I don't know if I have all her sons. And then it says where they're living at that time. So this is December 16th, 1968. This is where these people are living. And then one daughter, who is my grandmother, Norma Filkins. She is 22, grandchildren 17. This obituaries contain so much great information. Now, if I was I'm going to go back home and try again. So I'm going to put in Norma Filkins. I'm actually gonna, yeah, I'm gonna keep Filkins because her name changed multiple times. So I'm gonna put in Troy, New York and see, ooh, I can't type today. See if this helps. Here we go. More information. So this is from September 18th, 1965. Let's see. Ah, this is actually the wedding announcement of my aunt and uncle, my grandmother's son. And look, it lists everything down to the choice of gown that the bride decided to wear. It is unbelievable. It tells you where the reception took place, where they got married. Amazing, amazing information, where these people went to college, where they went to high school. Okay, so newspapers are incredible sources. If you can get into newspapers.com, I tell you, when I first got this subscription to newspapers.com, Bill and I, who works with me in the Family History Center, I think we spent probably months of just doing newspapers.com. So, okay, I'm going to pull up this one with my grandmother. All right, so I find an article, and this is my grandmother. This is another obituary of my great-grandmother. Okay, so this is clearly my grandmother, okay? So what I want to do is I want to keep this article, right? So if you watched another video, there's a snipping tool. Now I have the snipping tool down here ready to go always. But if you don't have it, you can click here and type in snipping tool. And there it is, it pops up, you click it. Then everything goes gray, click, hold, pull, and it snips the article. And then you can save it on your desktop, and then you can add it to your family. This is a great way to quickly grab information. Now, when you put this in as a source, whether you put it in Family Search or in Ancestry, what kind of information you want to make sure that you have is this information up here. So this article came out of the Times Record in Troy, New York on December 16th, 1968, page 46. This is information. So when you go to like Ancestry, I will go to Ancestry real quick and show you that how to put it in. All right, through the magic of stopping recordings, I was able to pull everything up. So this is my grandmother, Norma, okay? I'm gonna show you here how to do this. So I need to get her source information. So I'm gonna go back to newspapers.com. So I found, this is the obituary of her father. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. So I'm gonna do a snipping tool. Now this works differently for two different websites. For Family Search, you're going to want to use the snipping tool. For Ancestry, you want to clip. Okay, so I hit clip. Clip was up here. Let me do that again. Right here. Clip. You're going to go up here and you're going to pull it down and you're going to cover the whole article. Add the details. William Ashton obituary. Clip. Now I'm going to click Ancestry. I'm going to sign into Ancestry. Now I'm already signed in. So I want the Truex tree and select the person. So I'm going to hit William Ashton. So all these names are going to pop up. Here he is, William Ellis Ashton. Okay, I select him. I'm going to hit next. This is where you put in all the information for your source. Because it is Ancestry, and Ancestry and newspapers.com are connected, it does all the work for you because it has his name, it has the website, it has the date, and then you can type in here. It already says obituary, but if you wanted to put in anything else, you can go ahead and do that. Or I can put in lists, names of children. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. It is automatically saved to William Ellis Ashton. So I'm going to go to him. Here he is. This is my grandmother. There's his father, her father. So I'm going to go and we're going to look under sources, newspapers.com. Here it is, view. There it is. Now, I would still personally clip a picture because this is using an outside website. So what I would do on top of this is I would go to the website and I would manually clip it. Okay, so we're done with this. So let me see if I can figure out how to, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go down to my snipping tool and then I'm going to manually clip this article because I want to make sure that I have it forever. So Ashton, I'm going to save it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to Ancestry and I'm going to go into my gallery, which is photographs. I already have this, but that's okay. I'm going to put it up anyway. So I'm going to go here, upload media, drag or click. I'm going to click and I'm going to browse. Here's my desktop. So Ashton, is this desktop? Yeah. So I'm going to look, here he is. Open it up. Boom. There it is. Now, here on the side is where you're going to want to put on all that information from newspapers.com. So what kind of media is this? Document, I would say other, and I would put obituary from New York Troy Record. So the date was, let me pull it up, August 12th, 1966. 12 August, actually I think you could put in August 12th, 1966. Let's see what it has us do. So we're going to choose their number. So always choose theirs in Ancestry, okay? The place was, well, let's see what they say up here. So you want to, even though you want to put where it says that it's from in here. Doesn't really say. He died in Albany Medical Center. So I'm going to put Albany. Enter. Okay. Let's see if they take a comma. Enter. Perfect. Okay. So that is done. I'm going to hit done. Now I have this in sources and right here. Now I have it in my gallery. Now I know it's in there. It's completely sourced. It is completely documented. And now I have it forever. This is in Ancestry. Now let me go to Family Search. Let me find him, which shouldn't take very long. Let's see. Here he is. Okay, so you're going to add source and you're going to go through it this way. Add all the same information, okay? And then down here, it's going to say, does it have the name? Yes. Does it list that he's a male? Yes. Does it talk about where he was born? Yes. Not his christening, but it tells about his death and his burial, because in that article, it said that he was going to be buried in Calvary Cemetery in Glenmont. That's huge. That's a lot of information that you can get off this source. Once you put in all that information, you hit save and boom, you have sourced your family member on both websites. I know that was a lot of information. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to do something specific, let me know. I hope this helped.